What is happening, guys? My name is Jamie and today we are reviewing Where the Gloom Becomes Sound by the band Tribulation. They are such a unique band with such a very interesting sound. Now, this is the first Tribulation album I checked out, although it did take me a few listens to really get to know and really get to feel this band. I believe that if I had reviewed this album after one or two listens, I probably would have had a different opinion compared to now. And how can I explain the sound of this album? It's gothic and it's rock, incorporating heavy metal elements. Tribulation is a band that has to really click for me, and I believe that this album has made me appreciate Tribulation a lot more, where I will definitely check out the other albums. But Where the Gloom Becomes Sound has so many different dynamics. They can go from gothic to heavy metal and then create the most beautiful melodies you could possibly hear in metal. Production's absolutely fantastic, really is. The tone of the snare sounds fantastic, along with the guitars. I love the beautiful clean guitars. The vocals, Johannessen's vocals, just so damn eerie. Incorporate some blackened edge to his vocals, where at times the album seems very eerie. Take, for example, Aldo Wolf, where he's just singing in a blackened monotone voice. Damn, the musicianship is fantastic. It really is. And just the vocal melody Johannessen provides throughout some of these songs, even though with his monotone vocals, it works. It somehow works. The production is absolutely fantastic, along with how atmospheric Where the Gloom Becomes Sound is. So first of all, it kicks off with In Remembrance, and I just really love the slow intro that builds up to be quite a really gothic sort of song. A lot of use of some gothic elements, and then you get a really catchy chorus, and it's also memorable. All these songs, if you listen to this album over and over again, the songs become quite catchy, and the choruses get stuck in your head. I just love the clean guitars throughout In Remembrance, and just the overall build-up of the song just creates a huge doorway to what Where the Gloom Becomes Sound holds. With the thunder through that black shadow I remember now. Leads on to Aldo Wolf, which I believe was a single, and this was the single that made me want to check out Tribulation, this album, and I just absolutely adore it. It's one of my favorite songs off the album. The drumming is absolutely fantastic, and just the overall chord change as well as we get into the bridge, and just the guitar tone as well that just changes. And Aldo Wolf is such a fantastic song, it really is, but I do love that guitar melody. Leads on to Leviathans. Oh, Leviathans! So damn good. Johannessen's vocal tone increases, becomes more monotonous on this song. I just love how the guitar melody is going along with Johannessen's vocals to lead on to Old Leviathan. It's just a fantastic song overall. There's some really nice chord progression throughout Leviathans, and it's just one hell of a song. Leads on to Dirge of a Dying Soul, where things get slightly heavier. Notice when the gloom becomes sound, starts off lightly, but then it starts to get a little bit heavier with Dirge of a Dying Soul. The guitars get more grittier and meatier. On to Leave. Now, Leave is an instrumental that is beautiful, and it's a beautiful break to cut off the album. Daughter of the Djinn is next, and yeah, this is a heavy sort of song by Tribulation. It's much more technical with the guitar tone, and the vocals become more energetic as well, which I absolutely love. Daughter of the Djinn is such an awesome song overall, with a really nice ripping guitar solo. Elementals being probably one of my favorite songs off the album is next, and just the overall chorus is so damn good, along with the beautiful guitar melodies you were getting. I love the riffages, and not to mention that beautiful guitar solo on Elementals is just absolutely mouth-watering. It really is. Ayana is next, and it tells a beautiful story. This has got an awesome story. I love the lyrics on this song. The guitar scaling on this, the guitar scaling section on this song that leads onto that solo, so damn good. It really is. Ayana is so good, and just the pure emotion that the vocalist conveys throughout the song as well is absolutely fantastic. Becomes quite heavy throughout the song Funeral Pyre. And yes, this is when Tribulation summons their metal demons, and I just love how this is probably the heaviest song off the album, and it's got sort of that blackened tinge. But yeah, Funeral Pyre, especially when he just screams that out, is so damn good. There's just so many musical compositions on Funeral Pyre, which I do enjoy. And then leads on to The Wilderness. The Wilderness is a great way to end off the album. This is one of the songs that I feel that wasn't the right song to end off the album. I feel like Ayana probably would have been a perfect way to fit off the album, but The Wilderness is still a great song overall. I just love the guitar moments on this. The overall vocals just really escalates the song in the next level. But I feel Ayana should have ended off the album. But overall, Tribulation, When the Gloom Becomes Sound is just a solid album, it really is. And I just thoroughly enjoyed. This was my first Tribulation album I heard, and I thought this was a very good listen. Although my first listen, I wasn't really clicking towards this album, and if I had reviewed this album after my first listen, I probably would have given it a negative score. This album does grow on you from time, and after 7 to 8 listens on this, I can just say I have fallen in love with Tribulation, When the Gloom Becomes Sound. So for Tribulation, When the Gloom Becomes Sound, it gets a 9 out of 10. A 9 out of 10 it deserves. I absolutely adored it. I love the melodies that seep into your brain as the album progresses. The beautiful, beautiful guitar solos as well. And the overall drumming, which just escalates the songs into the next level. The amazing vocal work by Ayana creates this eerie gothic vibe that I absolutely adore. So there's no doubt I'd give it a 9 out of 10. And I will buy this. And I'll probably buy it on physical copy as well. And it will probably end up as one of the albums of the year. So guys, comment below what you thought about this Tribulation, Where the Gloom Becomes Sound. Are you shocked? Are you shocked that I didn't put Tribulation in my best metal albums of January? Well, I gotta say that I wasn't really feeling that album during my recording time. But yeah, this album has grown on me so much. If you're not too sure about this album, I say to you, just give it more time. Give it more time. That's why this review is late, because I gave it more time and I absolutely fell in love with Where the Gloom Becomes Sound by Tribulation. So a 9 out of 10 it gets. Comment below what you thought about this album review. Do you agree or disagree in my opinion? Keep discussion going in the comment section below, and I'll see you in the next one.